do you know what it is? It's a peasant dish. Like, I am not wasting...
He turns heel every night.
I'm not wasting my time.
You sweat hogs.
Your mints and your little coin carrots.
Coin carrots is a big kick.
And then you put mashed potato on top.
Welcome back to the Peppercorn Boys, where the group chat became the podcast, and I am your host, Bruno. And each and every week, I bring you consistency. I bring you great mic, great audio, great visuals, consistent. You know what you're going to get with me. And each and every week, I am joined by my two co-hosts, Scott and Joe. And boys, where are you this week? Can you just tell the viewers where you are and the listeners where you are?
Well, you got to adapt to every game.
Yeah, it was a good game. It's a good game.
The gaffer said it from the start, and
you won all the jewels, though.
Yeah, we won all the jewels, but I mean, you have to adapt to what your surroundings are, and I mean, sometimes you're doing reno, sometimes the dog's back's hurt. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to get the win. You got to go over the line.
But sometimes it's a cold Tuesday night in Stoke, and that's when you got to get it done. Really, when your back's against the wall, literally.
Yeah, anyway. You're man of the match anyway, so congratulations.
Oh, thanks. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I hope the sound on the other side picked that up. I really want a nice, do you know when you get, when you dap up someone and you get, it's not necessarily the slap, it's the...
it's the connection.
Suction.
Yeah.
Suction.
It's the suction and the clap together.
It's all about the suction and the clap. That's what they say.
And honestly, when you're hanging out with the boys, all it's about is the suction and the clap. You're so right.
Yeah.
But hey, there we go. We are back. Sorry, Joe. We left you out a little bit because we did an impromptu podcast last week.
You did
last week at the weekend.
Mm-hmm. You did.
And if the last video, I haven't quite checked the stats on it as of yet, but if we're a couple likes away, you might be donezo.
Oh, is that it for me?
Yeah, we said if we hit a certain amount of likes, we're going to probably pull the plug on you.
Oh.
I just totally realised that the place, I'm charging all this stuff.
Yeah.
And look, see over there? Plug's not on. No, we definitely did an episode without you. And, Bruno's going to Vegas soon. I think we should get into that a little bit today because we're getting close now. I'm trying to figure out, because the episodes come out every Monday, so please check it out on YouTube, Peppercorn Boys.
Sorry.
What? No, you were going to say so. You said this. So I'd love to know what was going to come next.
I was about to say this episode comes out on the 7th of April.
Does it really?
Yes.
Okay, so
I've done all the math. Like I am so scheduled, so routine,
Yeah, well, no, you're Mr. Consistency. We know that.
You're like that guy that puts his head in water every morning.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, we spoke a lot about that last week.
Lord, we did.
And I'm ready to unveil my morning routine soon.
Okay.
But I mean, not quite yet.
Yeah.
Not quite yet. But I'm just saying, I'm thinking about unveiling it. But my word, did that take off on the internet?
Did you see Logan's one?
I did. Yeah,
very good.
That was so good.
It was decent.
That was so good.
It was decent. I like standing, by the way, doing a podcast because saying that in the next studio, maybe not so much for the podcast, but for the stream on the Peppercorn Sport Cards, we're probably going to stand because we're going for the Kai Senate type big room appeal. I want to have enough room that I could slam Joe for a table mid-stream. Do you know what I mean?
We've got one right there.
That's kind of what I want. I don't think anything on whatnot. Usually it's just some grubby hands and some cards. I want to add pizzazz. I want to add a siren. I want to add lights. I want to add table bumps.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway, that's just me.
We've always said we're Ant Deck of the card world. So
we've always said that. Since we were kids.
And I'll look forward to that each and every Tuesday on the Peppercorn Sports Cards.
Yeah.
On whatnot.
I appreciate that, Bruno. I don't know. But this is really interesting. The renovation, by the way, for the viewers at home that followed along, we are so close.
We got some Louisville Sluggers. I didn't know we had them.
Was it?
We got some Louisville Sluggers over there.
Louisville Sluggers, we got them for Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, of course we got a couple of Louisville Sluggers.
What else you got hiding out here?
Just stop looking around, right? Because the people can't see it. You can see it.
Stuff in this room.
No, we got them for Carrie Underwood. She took it to my headlights once, and then she just left it by the car.
She does that.
She does do that. This should be the last week because renovation-wise, Doesn't matter when this is coming out. Just pretend in 2 days' time, there's a chance the carpets are getting put in.
Oh.
That is the last of the carpets. Tomorrow, the electrician is in. Hence why Gunner's Rust went up way too early last week. So there's no power tomorrow. I'll say that.
Nice.
So a mixture of that. By Friday of this week that this is coming out, it doesn't matter if you don't know that. There could be a scan as far as me becoming a father, the last scan. So this week is quite merry.
Nut cutting time.
And then the weekend could be flat pack time.
Hey.
Which means early on in the episode, I'm going peppercorn it.
Okay.
Flat pack furniture.
Fantastic.
Flat pack furniture is my peppercorn it.
I like that.
I think one is fun.
What, like one set that you build?
Yeah.
One time.
2 is a problem.
It's a chore now, yeah.
Number 3 is a crime.
It's too much.
It's too many.
Is it similar to the Good Charlotte? Shake it once, you're
Yeah.
fine. Shake it twice.
Yeah, you're playing
Shake
with
it 3
You're
times.
playing with it, Billy.
You're playing with it. Yeah, you did miss your baby shower, which was crazy.
So
Absolutely crazy.
the men don't have a baby shower.
believe,
They don't go to it.
but I believe they are there as like just as a supportive presence, you know. But the weird thing is, you have no idea what edit I've done or how I've marketed the last episode that Scott and I did. So
I do, because it came out just this past Monday, and I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was strange, and I thought it was really humiliating for me. But I mean, if you follow along with Peppercorn's journey, every week is humiliating for me because, like I said before, I send Bruno 5 pictures, 4 nice ones of myself, 1 bad one, and we see Bruno's same face going with his Superman logo mouth. He's got a
real
I got a real dirty mouth in the gym. And then I do one like this, and he's like, watch this.
That's the one I'm using.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Don't give me the ammunition if you don't want me to shoot, brother, you know?
I think that should put out on a shirt, honestly, but I think it's offensive in a lot of ways. But I mean, it's certainly cool when you said it. Like I felt
sorry. Hey.
He's like Riley Reid getting close to that mic. I'll say this: flat pack furniture.
I know.
I've got maybe 15 pieces to put together this weekend.
Is that flat pack there?
Right there, I've got 2. This is my issue.
Yeah.
To the left of me on this screen is 2 wardrobes.
Okay.
Identical.
Yeah.
This is my issue. 2 of the same is a problem.
Yeah.
Because once you finish one, you know better.
You got to do it.
You know better. But the problem is, you got to do it again. And I don't like that. Do you know what I mean? So 2 wardrobes.
Yeah.
2 sets of drawers, including a nappy changing station.
Yeah.
I've got a chair. I've got a sofa to put together.
Yeah.
I've got 3 shelves to put up. And I've got a bedside cot, and someone else.
What day are you doing this?
Probably the weekend in some capacity. Lisa said I could use your assistance.
Did she?
She said, Scott, if you need help, your brother can come.
Oh, what day would that be, though? Because, I mean, Saturday I've got to try suits on.
I should be with you really for that. And I think Bruno's supposed to be, but he's not.
No.
I'll tell you one thing he won't do. He won't do the trip to Wales all the time. He just won't do it.
No, I think
it's a one-sided relationship. He's doing that Superman mouth again.
No, I think the first one is me picking the suit.
Oh, that's nice.
And then the second one is when we all...
Do you remember when we picked our suits all together?
Yeah, well, yeah.
This is a suit place, like a shop.
This is Joe's wedding, Scott. For crying out loud, it is not yours.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if that is actually the case. I was just told that this one is just for me to look at.
Who are you told by? Joe, it's your wedding. You control it.
I'm not in control of this. Like, this is a runaway train at this point.
Runaway train.
Like, I'm falling off the back.
Some would say Hagrid's bike.
I'm falling off the back. I'm holding on for dear life at this point.
You reckon? No, you don't. I don't think that's the best way to describe a wedding, but I do think maybe. I think when we did my suits, all of us were there, weren't we? Even little Kieran was there.
Yeah, we got in there.
Even little Kieran.
Yeah, I remember that
come out beforehand?
No, we went looking for a decent suit that was affordable in the price range that I was working with.
I'm renting, I think.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad. I like these suits. The problem is we got Gigantor over here. We got little Kieran. Now you and I are pretty much the same size, so it does become very hard to get suits without tailoring them. And I'm assuming you're not tailoring.
This is a suit shop. It's an actual suit shop.
It's a rental though.
It's a rental.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Can we rent ones that were owned by like celebrities.
Batman, yeah.
Yeah.
I want Batman's tux.
I'm going to say this. Can we just quickly play a game? Out of the four of us involved, Little Red, Big Red, and the Brothers.
Yeah.
I'm going to add Pretty Deadly.
Okay.
What actor or actress would we be renting the suit of from for former award ceremony?
So it has to fit our sizes and
relatively, yeah.
I reckon
Little Red's in Tom Hardy's and he's in Baines.
Oh god, yeah.
Little Red's got about the same height and frame of Tom Hardy, I think.
I'm hoping by October time I can get into a Chris Pratt suit.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. Could you imagine him walking around shirtless? But he's all shiny and
he's married to Arnie's daughter and everything.
He's married to Arnie's Anna Faris. He's found.
I mean, Chris Pratt does use London-based, English suit tailors.
South Wales.
South Wales. Yeah. He usually does go to Swansea, actually.
Is the color scheme a surprise show?
No, it's just black and white bow tie.
Okay.
Michael Bublé's.
Simple, yeah.
Like Bublé.
Yeah.
I would say your one.
Are we going Cumberbatches?
I hadn't actually thought about that.
Or a Cumberband.
Maybe you should come.
What do you reckon?
Because I didn't even thought about that.
You do sometimes put a Cumberbatch around yourself, but some people also put a Cumberband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cumberband.
By the way, what's Cumberbatch?
A Cumberband.
Is that the right word?
No, it's not. It's Cumberband, but I'm
Dominic.
The actor.
Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch, yeah.
I just call him Dominic.
Dominic.
You would fit into the Welsh lad that's an A-list celebrity that did that Leanne Rimes duo.
No, he's jacked.
What's his name?
He's jacked.
No, he's about your height and frame.
Luke Evans.
Luke Evans.
No.
Luke Evans. I'd say you. I think you're in Luke Evans' suit.
Nah.
Hold on.
I'd say
not a chance.
I think you're in Luke Evans's.
Maybe Matthew Perry.
I think recipe.
Yeah.
I think Little Red is in Tom Hardy's.
Yeah.
I think the big man is in James Corden's old one. And I think James Corden's way too short for Bruno to fit.
Yeah.
He'd have his ankles out. What would I be in?
Maybe some Welsh rugby players.
Probably that annoying Welsh not annoying. That rugby guy that's really annoying. He does I feel like he's on every bit of TV, including football now. What's his name? He's got the mohawk. He's a big English rugby player for a long time. He's recently.
Oh, Joe Marler.
That guy, yeah. He's way too big for me, to be fair. I think it'd be more Bruno.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Yeah, we're both props, aren't we?
Who's the other one?
Yeah.
I was thinking of who's the one that went out with celebrities and stuff?
Calvin Harris.
Cipriani.
I'll go with Cipriani's. I think I might just about get it.
If we're doing rugby players now, which is a weird little game we're playing, then Little Red Kiki is Danny Care for anyone listening.
Yeah, basically we need a very small but compact suit for the little man. I think for me, we just some nondescript rugby player. I'd probably just about get in there. Bruno could fit in any big person, top level rugby player or something, anything like that. The Pretty Deadly Boys. What are you thinking? I'm thinking English as well. I'm trying to be.
I sent something to Lou today that I think I said to you at some point as well, Scott, that he looks very facially alike to Dougie Pointer from McFly.
Do you think? Yeah.
I see that.
So I said, if the hair ever does go at some point, then just know that you can wear it a little bit longer, like shorter but longer still.
Yeah,
I think
shorter but longer.
Yeah, short but longer. I like that.
No, I like that.
Kieran's like that, short but longer.
Sure, yeah, he is. Yeah, he's metaphorically 6'2".
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
His aura.
Hey, I think they'd both fit into Pretty Deadly because Pretty Deadly are celebrities.
Hall of Fame tux.
That's true. Yeah, Hall of Fame tux. We'll go with that. But flat pack furniture. I've got all those pieces to put together.
That's not part.
People call it adult Lego. No, it's not.
Yeah.
People call it adult Lego. I think it's exciting for people that have not worked a day in their lives like Bruno.
Oh God!
Do you know what I mean? I think it's a really exciting. Like side hustle or something. Like
if I got home from work on a Saturday, at least said we got all this. I'd turn to dust at this point.
Yeah, I reckon you would. I think for someone like Bruno, I mean, obviously because he'd have to wear gloves or something. But I mean, I think he would enjoy maybe putting one together.
Yeah, one.
I don't think I would enjoy it as much.
I know.
I'll say my issue's drawers. Drawers are the ones that bother me because if you don't get it quite right and they don't slide, the whole thing's just.
I feel quite.
But you're quite low down in the whole resistant materials manufacturing class, weren't you? So you've got a little bit of a skill gap. So hopefully they're relatively straightforward.
Yeah.
However, the two cabinets that I got recently from the Swedish company, Claire made them for me.
Yeah, that says a lot about the big man there. I think we learned a lot. And when you say Swedish company, are we talking about the Swedish company?
The Swedish company,
okay.
IKEA.
Okay.
I'm not giving anyone free brand deals, Joe.
No, what the views we're getting.
Other retailers are available.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't think there is.
I went through the TV cabinet that I have. I bought proper, so it came already made.
That's handy. I like that.
Because I'm a little bit of a upper echelon to you.
Yeah.
So that's what I had to make sure.
Yeah. Can we say the word Ponce? Like, he's John de Ponce over here. I'll say that. I say real furniture doesn't come in pieces. We'll just say that. I'm not saying it's affordable for everyone, including myself.
It's supposed to be crafted.
I'm saying, real furniture is brought into your house in one piece.
Yeah.
Mm.
Not
realistically.
Not made by like Gavin at the weekend, like in his house.
We need I'm Gavin this weekend.
Yeah, we're all Gavin.
We're all Gavin this
weekend.
We're
building IKEA, we're all Gavin.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty... It'll be fine. I'll say this. I got my bed out of my room the other day and into another room in very minimal amount of pieces. And I surprised myself with that.
We've literally built houses.
Thanks. Well, yeah, but I mean, what I'm saying is, we made a much more hash of getting that bed to your house. Not the bed, but getting the old bed into the other room. At one point, we were jammed in a hallway that we couldn't go left, right, back, forward, and the walls were actively starting to scrap.
Pivot.
Yeah. It was. We were jammed, and it was ruining paint.
I was heavily concussed during that as well.
You were, yeah. Which is why the Brothers All will be a one-person act. And we aren't at the minute, actually. So no.
And I keep thinking the camera's over there.
Aww. Do you see this? This water's been. This was in last week's episode.
This is great.
Look at
that.
We're looking out for the environment. Joe, talk about flat back furniture.
It's flat, and then you build it, and then it's a thing you use. I've built many a thing.
Joe, come on, you're a better filler than that.
I know, I'm joking, all right? I can talk as much as you want. I've been talking all day to random strangers. I can talk for hours.
Have you been people pleasing again?
It's all I do. I'm paid to people please. That's literally my job. And I think I'm the only person that can do it.
Am I back? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I can hear you. I will. It's right on the line because I don't mind flat back furniture.
Flat back.
He keeps jumping backwards on him.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
I'm gone.
Jackie, pass me my drink.
Yeah, so I don't mind flat pack furniture. I like making it. It's a doddle in it. It's a little bit of ease. Annoyingly, a little bit too many pieces.
Always too many.
And it's annoying when one piece isn't there. And I had that also when I moved into this flat where I actually ended up, they wanted me to send the whole thing back. And I was like, I'm not doing that.
Send me the piece.
I've already put it together and I have no boxes. Like I've already got rid of the boxes. And then it went back and forth and I got that unit for free.
Yeah. Hell no, for free. Do you remember when we had that curved cabinet for the curved TV and had that glass thing and there was no glass that came with it?
Was it not?
No, but then they sent two by accident. So we just have this curved bit of glass.
Yeah.
Spare that has been brought to different countries with us.
Oh, okay. Anyway. Yeah. They do weird things like that, but I don't mind it. I feel like for stuff like that, to be honest, it's not going to be long lasting, is it? It's going to be for about 4 or 5 years before you have to like upgrade to another thing. So I would do it for that. Yeah,
this isn't overly important. The only one that I'm really not worried about, but the one I'm thinking about is the changing table, which is also a set of drawers with the changing table on top. That really needs to be right.
You got to get that right.
Yeah, it needs to be.
I'd put some extra screws in that one if you can.
Yeah, and I had a long conversation with Kelly because apparently the changing table was voted the most useless piece of baby equipment. And she couldn't disagree more. And I feel like I don't know yet, but I disagree. Because people are like, you end up just changing them anywhere. But 99% of the time, you're in your house, aren't you?
Yeah, you're going to go back to that.
And in your house, there's a changing table. And next to a changing table, do you know what's attached to it? nappies, wipes, a
All of
bin.
Everything you need, yeah.
Do you know what you're going to do? You're going to put your baby down on the kitchen side, which you shouldn't do, and then you're going to go upstairs to the changing table, get the stuff, and come back.
Luke might think it's food as well. Just
I feel for you, a changing table is paramount for your type of organization.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this is not my words. This is Gelly's words, and I'm just saying, I'm going with it. Like I just, it makes total sense to me.
I would have one.
I think you have to have one, but I think some people are just like, but I don't understand. But they have a really cool one. But,
they do, yeah.
I think you'll find out
very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will.
I'll say an update on that as well. We had a midwife appointment. It went fine.
Did it? Yeah. When was that?
Yes, sir.
Was it?
It was a longer one, but we got it all sorted.
Sick. I wouldn't change it on this thing that we've got.
Yeah, just a bit of plywood.
Splendid.
That plywood has stopped Pax and Luke from fighting for many years.
That plywood gets used.
Yeah, that's sorted a lot of Christmases out with dogs. So flat pack furniture.
Yeah.
I'm gonna corn it heavily.
Corn.
Yes.
Wow.
I can't stand the stuff. The reason being is too much of it. If it was one piece, I wouldn't be worried. It's the idea of doing it again and again and again. And also, I'm so desperate to get into having more than one room right now and get a studio to go in and all that. I want it all done at once.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get it all done. So this weekend, I expect both rooms to look like
rooms.
Oh, yeah. We get a set of curtains up. I need to order a blind tonight. Anyway.
Beautiful.
Anyone else?
Beautiful. I'm right on that line. I would probably lean more towards Pepper. I don't mind it.
You know what? It's a tough one.
I think I realised as well. I think I'm putting them together, not the actual.
Yeah, like the affordability and stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Yeah, I Pepper definitely having flat pack furniture,
and they do
putting
last.
it together.
It does last. It's good.
I don't
stuff.
enjoy putting it together.
No, definitely not.
I don't think anyone does.
I'd prefer making Lego.
I do two things when I do it. Yeah, I sweat.
Yeah,
and I make a face. Do you remember when that like oil protester cable tied himself to the Everton goal? Do you remember? Yeah, but do you remember the bald guy that tries to get him unattached?
Yeah.
Do you remember him?
Yeah.
And he's like doing that. Do you remember this guy? You don't, obviously. You're just thinking about.
Oh, I do remember him.
Brennan, do you remember him? You remember him?
I do, yeah. And yeah, the one that did it by his neck because he was choking.
I'm not about the guy. I'm talking about the bald guy getting him out.
They're trying to table tie.
That face.
Yeah.
Feels like I'm making that face.
Oh, I tell you what.
Pepper or coin before we move on.
No, it's about this. Okay. But I'm gonna lightly corn it because nobody's got time for that.
Okay.
Those little like bolts that go into the hole and then the screw goes in and it twists in. Yeah. If you're doing those, I'm coming over.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That is quite. Yeah, there are some definite satisfying things. Talking of your flat pack and you putting your sofa together. I'm in an R-ing about getting a new sofa.
I think it's paramount you get a new sofa. Little Red would love your sofa, I'll say that. But if you're over 5'5", it's an annoyance.
Okay.
I can't remember a sofa. It's been that
You
long.
have to back bump to get to it. To get up, you need to get a real head of steam. There's no legs on it. It's directly to the floor.
Okay.
It's about 3/4 of a foot off the ground where you sit.
Okay.
And your knees are above your eye line when you're watching TV. Yeah, it is madness. Bruno, get a new sofa.
All right. Okay.
I don't know. It depends if you're moving out and going to a house. Wait till then and get rid of it.
It's £950, including delivery. Because it's £150 worth of delivery, and I really can't figure that out.
Where are you getting it from?
DFS.
Okay. Well, the one we got is a big corner sofa, a really nice one. We went to the shop and got it.
Yeah, I don't have much room to play with.
Yeah, we kind of in a similar boat, but I think the one we've got wouldn't fit in yours, so it'd be smaller than the one we got. But the one we got was 400 with delivery.
I know. Lissy said.
But we did look a lot. Do you know what I do like? This one is like Bruno will probably try and wear this sofa because it's got like a cord vibe to it.
Okay.
I'm getting something similar to it as well.
I like leather sofas.
Ooh.
Smells like pheasant and diesel.
Yeah.
No, worn leather, real leather. Don't wear real leather. But real leather in the
Spill some whiskey on there.
Don't wear it.
With whiskey.
Oh, you have to glaze it.
Yeah. There's sticky whiskey on it.
Joe, can I just ask you while we got you, would you be happy if you never had to eat gammon, egg and chips again?
Would I be happy if I never had to?
Yeah.
I quite like gammon eggs.
No, we know you do.
I quite like.
We were having this conversation last week.
What do you mean? So I'd be happy if I didn't.
Yeah.
Remember
What British staple, Joe, would you be happy to never eat again? I said jack potato. Scott had lasagna, even though it's partly Italian anyway. But like a roast dinner, fish and chips, the ham, egg and chip,
mash,
bangers and mash, toad in the hole, cottage pie, shepherd's pie,
cottage pie and shepherd's pie.
Any of those.
Everything you just said.
Cottage pie and shepherd's pie, I can't stand.
God, you and Scott really don't like it. It's one of my favorites.
Do you know what it is? It's a peasant dish. Like, I am not wasting...
He turns heel every night.
I'm not wasting my time.
You sweat hogs and your fatties.
Your mints and your little coin carrots.
Coin carrots is a big kick.
And then you put mashed potato on top.
I can't stand.
What is up with the TBA? Because I'm not putting the Bishtons into this, and not liking mash.
I hate mash.
I can't stand mash. I don't understand potatoes.
It's like eating mush.
It's mush.
It's mush potato. It's mush potato. I'm not eating that.
Nah,
but you definitely eat it definitely once a week, and you're happy about it.
When do I eat?
I don't eat mash.
Well, you used to have it every single Tuesday.
But I'll tell you what I'm eating tonight. I'll tell you right now. No, you shut up. You listen to me right now. You
come on,
Tonight, do you know what I'm eating?
What?
Sausage.
Same.
Yeah.
And ravioli.
So am I.
Ravioli.
Yeah, I'm not touching mash.
Good food. It's got consistency.
Dirty little mash. It's got a little lump in it. I tell you what it's got now. If you in school when you were really young and they do it like the ice cream.
Oh, it's whipped.
Scooper.
It's like whipped up almost.
Then we have like a bowl of mash from ice cream.
Nah.
And then you just salt the life out of it. I quite like that. I'm hover that down.
I'm kind of the same with like roast dinners.
You're a big issue with roast dinners. You really.
I'm not.
He was like, I don't want roast dinners. He kept saying it like that.
Do you know what the problem with me with roast dinners is? I hate England.
He's got his own. Yeah, this is England. All right.
No, do you know what it is? It's a Sunday.
Yeah.
It's cold outside, and the roasting is being cooked, and the
Antiques
Roadshow's
on.
The Antiques Roadshow's on, and the windows are steamed up, and the last thing I now want to eat is peasant food.
Yeah, mash. There's no mash.
There's no mash.
Bruno, saying that, I went through phases where I wasn't sure on a roast dinner. I absolutely love a roast dinner.
I quite like them now.
But I'll say this: it's all about how you do it.
It is, and do you know what? I have to be really, really hungry.
Do you know what? If on a Monday we're podcasting with the Peppercorn Boys, we're selling a couple of cards.
Oh, good stuff.
On a Sunday night, we got Scott Hansen's gorgeous voice in your ears. And we've provided a brisket, some roast potatoes, some yams, and some gorgeous gravy from Bruno's work.
What's a yam?
Yam, it's a parsnip, but it's been delivered in dirty hands.
Shout out the chestnut horse gravy as well.
Chestnut horse gravy is potentially the best gravy. I think it's mainly flour.
It's made from the water of the tears of Easton.
Jack D. It tastes like Jack D.
I did. I used to bring home the goodies every Sunday, didn't I, to you?
Those Yorkshire puddings.
These Yorkshire puddings, they were like deformed. They were so cool. They were like, one would be the size of my head, and the next one would be like my fist.
And some have got like a concave to it. The others are just bulbous. It's like innies and outies.
And you'd have this like dirty bit of Tupperware, and it would have the most perfect gravy in it.
Yeah, it smelled like pub as well.
Don't like you saying that, my fish.
Go on, look. Back in the day, mate. Let's go back. Let's run it again.
Should we go back? Should we go back in time quick?
One of one. The
Good use of one.
I can't disagree more with the not liking roast. And you sound just like your mother. Because she didn't want.
You blink when you lie.
Because she said that she didn't want. It was basically a roast. Basically,
wait a second. Are you roasting my mum?
No,
you said your mother said
not.
That. You said it like that.
Yeah, because he's sounding like.
Yeah,
Joe. Joe's sounding like where it then means that the start of the week's about to happen the Monday.
Say more.
Yeah.
But
say more. Say more. Do your piece in the wrong way.
Big boy over here used to every Sunday go down to Portsmouth. Used to go to Nan and Grandad's, and they used to absolutely put on a spot on roast.
What a show!
Granddad would do a little tap dancing sit thing while you're eating. Brilliant.
I have nothing but good memories of a roast dinner, and I can make a banging one. So, hey.
I tell you what, though, saying that about roast dinners, Lisa makes one every now and then, and because I'm really hungry.
Oh, you don't make one?
It goes down a treat. I haven't got
toxic.
I haven't got the patience.
Joe can't make that much stuff.
I've always had a theory that any food that takes longer to make than it does to eat, I'm out. Like
I'd be out of a lot of things because I don't think there's one thing you can make.
Can you make 2-minute rice?
I every day have chicken and rice. If that chicken was pre-prepared, and I warmed up the chicken with the packet of rice, I can tell you right now, I eat that less than 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes to warm up, less than 2 minutes to eat.
I'm okay with that though.
I don't think we should ever be.
I'm not sure you two are the bar or the sort of the people that we should be listening to on.
I don't like you throwing me in with Joe. Joe might be the whitest chef of all time. Like, he doesn't season a thing. Look at him. He's far away stare.
Say more.
This is the guy that I said on the podcast gave me Stilton rice and boiled chicken while I was recovering from surgery. And I nearly choked every single day. And he wouldn't even put salt in the water. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is where he's at, you know. He and I are not the same. Bruno, you're a Michelin level chef. That is, you're not relatable to anyone on this show. Okay? It's like me saying me, Bruno, in the same realm as wrestlers. Like we're not. You're offended. We're professional wrestlers.
We're the champions of Wales.
I'm gonna make it.
We're 15-year vets.
Here we are.
Yeah.
All right.
But Bruno, you're a Michelin star chef. Yeah, that's a fact. This is one of the truths we're telling today. Yeah, okay. He tries to hurt you with his food.
If it doesn't hurt, it's not working, Billy.
I would say I am before you become an actual chef. I think if you say 100% is Bruno, Joe's up genuinely 1%.
Yep.
I think I'm at like 80% for a real human that likes to cook and is decent at cooking.
You put effort.
I put effort into my food. I season my food. Yeah. I look into food. I watch food things. I listen. I read about food things. Yeah. I'm interested in trying new things. And, you know, no one's going to get fatter than Bruno and I go into any country in the world and trying their delicacies. Like, I love food. My relationship with food is somewhat toxic. And I am breaking up with you. It's been too long. Let's go food. Food sucks.
That poor kid,
yeah. But, yeah, I don't think I should be tarnished with Joe.
No. I don't want to cook the food.
Joe doesn't want to taste the food. He doesn't want to cook the food.
No.
Food is a vehicle to Joe.
And
it's just Domino's. And then he's really smart and he leaves the crusts.
Yeah, and I dip them.
He dips them. I know. Bruno brought that up.
Yeah. Man, I scout what people do when they eat, all right?
Yeah, if you watch Bruno on a 9-hour flight, we watch only people eating. We don't raw dog anymore. We just watch all of that sound. Name me a six. We don't raw dog anymore. We just watch. Ugh. Shout out Lily Phillips. I don't know who Lily Phillips is, but I probably know it.
I think you need to do some research.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, Lily Phillips is like.
Do we know her? I
think she got like a Nobel Prize. I think. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know who she is, but I think she's got a Nobel Prize, and I think she's a big actress. I know her tally's quite high. I don't know what that means.
I think her dad's Phil Collins.
Yes. What you said, Bruno?
I was trying to put that Joe thing together.
Bruno, what Joe just said, there's no joke to it.
Okay.
There actually is.
Go on, then explain it.
Lily Collins. Is it her name? What's her name? Emily in Paris.
Emily in Paris?
Yeah, what's her name? Lily.
In real life? Lily Collins?
I think it is. Her dad's Phil Collins.
Okay, so her name was Lily. That was the guy.
That was the link.
We worked our way back.
Speaking,
what a long day.
Joe's had a long day, and the last thing he said to me on a text message was, I have jelly legs. The day's been long. And then he got here and I went, we're doing the podcast in the gym. We're standing. So, and then we got to do this and then do a stream. We got 2 hours.
I've got some energy.
Where are you doing the stream?
In here.
It's there, right there. You want to see it?
Wow. That is... What's the temperature out there?
It's not too bad.
It's not actually too bad.
Yeah.
I'll say this, Bruno. I just moved the camera, and that might ruin your whole edit. I'm hoping that's exactly where it was.
It definitely isn't, but it's fine.
Brilliant. Sorry.
As long as you're both in, that's all that I care about, to be honest.
Yeah.
Did you see that Tiger Woods hard launched his girlfriend and then?
I didn't expect that. It felt like the shadiest news program I've ever tuned in. It went silent for a second. He goes, "Did you see Tiger Woods?" I was like, "Tiger Woods, didn't he die in like 2004? Like, what is happening?"
OMG, thought he was dead. LOL.
Yeah, I've not heard that name in a minute.
You still call
Just say to us.
you still call it hard launching a girlfriend at 68 or whatever he is now.
His new girlfriend's Lily Phillips, probably.
Call it a partner maybe, but girlfriend sounds weird.
My word! Didn't this guy get outed?
Hard launch.
Is he a golfer?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Go on, bro.
he is so he hard launched his girlfriend with 2 pictures. Partner, sorry, Joe. I know that you have a very specific.
When you say pictures, is that like the
Pitches the
is
ball.
that like
I don't know if they call
is
it
that pitching
That's
wedge?
not-
pitching wedge.
Pitching wedge.
Yeah.
Picture.
I'm impressed you knew that.
Well done.
What about the swing though?
Bruno's the kind of guy that he will tie us in together for golf as well. He just, talk about just thinking we're the same people. My God.
You are.
Yeah, Joe and I, we're both equally as good at scoring, right?
Yes.
Creating food.
Yes.
Yeah. Golf.
Yes. All of it.
Cutting hair.
Yes.
Putting over his own job.
Yes.
You put over your job just as much as Joe.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, we save animals.
We do. We save lives.
I brought that up to someone else the other day. I was like, Bruno over prices like electricity and gas and that to humans, but he makes bank and he sits in his like a fat cat. And we're saving dogs and we're like shouted all the time.
Oh.
But I said I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Nah, not a minute.
No, we're only here. We're here to change the world.
True.
Tiger Woods hard launched his girlfriend with 2 photos.
He hard launched his girlfriend with 2 photos and then asked for immediate privacy.
That's yeah, I like that though. You got to respect it.
But then I was like, is he mad? However, there is some smarts to it.
Okay,
he's launching himself to so the paparazzi don't. So he's doing it on his own terms.
Yeah.
It makes sense as well because it's also like if you're sneaking around, people are going to be like, why is he sneaking around?
Yeah.
Whereas if you go, I'm about to rob a bank.
Yeah.
Could you leave me to it?
Yeah.
Then they don't have to follow you because they know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So he's going, here's the girlfriend. Leave us alone.
Yeah.
You don't have to go sneak for pictures because here's one.
Makes sense. They're still going to sneak.
I think. Yeah. So he basically just ruined a load of photographers' lives and.
He also ruined like lots of women's lives as well, didn't he? I think
he did.
I believe,
and his marriage.
His name's Tiger.
And his golfing career.
Yeah, he was always rubbish at golf, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
I can say I've seen him once hit a ball with a golf club in my life.
I don't think I have.
Are you kidding me?
I don't think I have.
Shut up.
I'm not kidding. Why would I have seen that?
I haven't seen much golf.
What you think I'm doing? Settling in with a cigar and a whiskey and watching the PGA in Augusta?
I don't see much golf.
You haven't seen Tiger Red on a Sunday.
Yeah. What do you call him then?
He always wears red on the Sunday, the 4th day of a major tournament.
Oh, wow.
And it's the Tiger Red.
The most golf I've ever seen is Happy.
But Masters is probably going to get underway in a couple of weeks from this podcast.
It's usually around Mania time, isn't it? Because Augusta is in Atlanta. I don't think I've seen him hit a ball. No. Maybe like a highlight package.
You're just being.
No,
everyone has seen
absolutely not.
Tiger's hit a ball.
Why would everyone have seen that? He's not Michael Jordan. Do you know what I mean? There's not Space Jam about Tiger Woods. All I know about him is that there's women that he ruined their lives. That's all I know.
He is 100% the Michael Jordan of golf.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, and you're the Michael Jordan of your face just going out of control by the end of the podcast. What is happening? I raised my voice then. And he got really worried, I felt like.
No, I was just wiping my eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen anything to do with Tiger Woods, and that's quite
fair enough. Fair.
That's
all right.
But I'm really happy you brought it up to me.
I'll believe you then.
Well, I've given you no reason not to, so This is it. Joe's going to pass out.
Let's check it out. The fuse box over there. Look at that.
The best part is that's a Wi-Fi router.
That's a fuse box.
That's a Wi-Fi router.
That one there's a fuse box.
That's a fuse box. Yeah.
And that's a straight edge.
I was looking for a straight edge the other day. I was thinking of getting straight edge over there. Because I'm clearly not changing.
Nah, true.
I'm gonna either that or I was going to get straight edge on the knuckles.
Yeah, you should. You should really deep it, like dive into it. Yeah.
STR8 on one, and then edge on the other.
Yeah,
and I do that all the time.
Or you should get 2 actual straight edges crossed. Wait.
The idea of that's made me feel a bit sick.
I didn't like that.
I don't know why. I don't know why that's really upset me. You all right?
Yeah.
All right. I did have something else to talk about. And I can't remember what it was. It was someone you brought up a second ago. I said we should talk about that. You said it. Let's talk about Tiger. Oh, Happy Gilmore 2. Have we all seen the trailer?
We have, yeah.
I haven't watched it fully.
I'm glad that it's coming to Netflix and not to cinema.
Yeah. It's
that's handy.
Even though it would make a hell of a lot more money than Snow White has.
Yeah, is Snow White coming out? Didn't
Snow White? I think Snow White is out and it's bombed.
Oh, is there a new one?
Yeah. Are you honestly out of that as well? You're not.
I'll say this.
You cannot have been on any form of social media or anything in the past 2 days and not seen any of that fall out.
They didn't mention it on Whatnot or eBay.
Yeah. I'm going to, Joe, I'm going to be 100% honest with you, okay? You can accept that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we'll see.
No, we're not going to see. We're going to know. I'll say this. I've not seen one thing about Snow White being a film now.
Wow.
Until this morning, I saw this very attractive young lady on a red carpet.
Yep.
And I didn't look at it. I just scrolled past it. And it said across it, she bombed here harder than the film. And it said Snow White at the bottom.
Oh.
And I went, Snow White's a film. And then I carried on scrolling. That is the one thing I've seen.
Wow.
Announced today.
Do you know what I've seen? I've seen one thing, and that was today as well. No, I'm not even joking. That sounds like a joke.
Yeah.
No, that sounds like a joke, but this is legit.
What are you going to headbutt me in a minute? Like you're moving someone.
I saw one thing
We should be
about
sat down.
the fact that they tampered with the bird that was on her hand. It wasn't like a little... It was a crow or something. It was like this big. Like it wasn't just the little bird that she was looking at. It was like a crow.
Yeah.
And that was the one thing I saw.
Okay. Is Snow White known for having a little bird around?
Yeah, she like...
Is that a thing?
Yeah. Oh, my fingernail came off this week. Look at that.
Okay. Show the people. Show the listeners.
It's not even made it to the end. It hasn't even made it to the tip. Look at that. Can you see that in the light? It's not even made it up my finger.
What do you do with your nails, Joe?
I got bit by a dog. I'm not going to incriminate the dog, but yeah, I got bit by a dog.
Yeah. It's sometimes just a little bit of excitement, and that's all.
Yeah.
Barley, our dog, was the worst. For this.
When I get excited, I want to bite something.
Snow White was, I didn't know about this, but Happy Gilmore 2, very excited. Adam Sandler has a Netflix deal, doesn't he? That's why everything goes through Netflix. And I think it's 2 more years left of it. And then he's out of that contract, whether he then goes back into cinema or whether not.
No, I think he's still on Netflix.
But I sat down with my dad this week during the baby shower.
Yeah.
And we watched Twisters.
Oh, yeah.
I re-rented it.
Yeah, you did.
Beautiful.
Is it not available anywhere yet?
No, but I was saying, I don't think there's a bigger superstar in film now than Glenn Powell.
Oh, yeah.
Because anyone but you had this exact same thing where it wasn't available for so long.
Yeah.
It's stayed in the cinema so long because there was actual clamor for it.
People are thirsty. People are thirsty.
And Twisters is still...
People are thirsty.
Yeah, I can't believe Twisters is still... That was August we went, and we went late.
Yeah.
That was August.
Just give it to us for free.
Oh. Hell no. But yeah, no, those two things. But I have, know how I usually come to you guys with recommendations?
Yeah.
I've got one.
I like these.
I've got one.
Yeah.
It's not it's not a deep cut. It's not a hidden gem.
Okay.
It's in the top 10 currently.
Is it?
And it's not Adolescence that Bruno really wanted us to watch.
Yeah.
I say this, shout out to the cameraman in Adolescence.
Yeah, they worked hard. Well,
the man, the one woman, man. I think it's the man. I've seen a picture now.
This is one person.
Well, yeah, it's one shot.
No, I don't know if they kind of, trade off and move on.
I think they do move the camera around. Apparently, it's multiple camera people, but it's one camera shot. But there was pictures that he's on like a wheelie thing, and they're like flying it through, and he's having to pass it through windows and stuff.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's mad. But I've not seen that, and I did see an extended. I watched Wrestlers this past week.
Oh yeah,
I mentioned that on the podcast last week.
Is that your recommendation?
And a longer trailer came on for adolescents,
Yeah.
and it really scared and upset me. So I won't be watching it.
Lisa literally asked me the other day, do you want to watch Adolescence? And I went, I'm okay.
I'm nervous about watching it.
I'm okay.
There's a bit where he's in his like son's room and he's going, "What do we do wrong?" And I was like, "No, dude, no, hurts."
I avoid the outside world for that reason.
Well, yeah, but you're in the outside world.
I'm in
You
a dog
can't
show.
ignore-
I'm in a dog show.
But human beings come in, and what is your job?
They talk about dogs. They don't.
Well, what is your job?
Nothing else comes up.
What is your job?
People, please.
People, please. Do
I show them dogs. That's what I do.
you want to know what my recommendation is?
Yeah. Flat pack furniture.
Yeah, go on. Is The Residence on Netflix. I don't know if anyone else has watched it yet. Anyone watched it?
No. What is that? Refresh me.
Yeah.
The Residence.
Yeah, what is it?
It is.
I'm sure I flicked past it at some point.
It's definitely on the homepage at the minute. It's so worth it. I haven't finished it.
Yeah.
I'm 6 episodes into 8. It is so. Did anyone ever watch Glass Onion 1 and 2?
Oh,
Yeah.
Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically Glass Onion,
nice.
but it's set in the White House.
Oh, has this got Crazy Eyes from Orange is the
Oh.
New Black? This is Crazy Eyes from Orange is the New Black. She's the main character. Yeah.
She's brilliant.
Yeah. We want to watch this.
Okay.
Yeah. We do want to see this.
Watch it.
Yeah.
It is so well shot. It's so well written.
Yeah.
When I watch it, it's one of those, where you go, how do you even write this?
Yeah.
And how do you then put it to work
Yeah.
and make it make sense, the edit and all these things? It stresses me out, but I mean, it's like basically it's real life Cluedo
Okay.
in the White House.
Oh, yeah.
It's a murder mystery,
Yeah.
but it's very, very funny.
Nice. Crazy Eyes. Crazy Eyes. Let's go.
Yeah, she's brilliant.
Nice.
Um,
Good. She couldn't Orange is the New Black as well. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know only person in this film that I know is it's that actor. He's in like Sharknado and stuff like that. I forget his name, but he has a brother. I think it's one of the brothers. I can't remember.
Oh,
It might not be. It might be the other guy. I'm going to show you a picture in a minute, see if you know.
they're called like the Maguires or something, aren't they?
Yeah, it might be them, or it'd be a guy who looks like Maguire.
Yeah.
But that is so worth it. We're about 6 episodes in. I want to watch the next episode. But if you want to get into a program that's not going to make you cry,
Yeah.
but it's also super intriguing and stuff like that.
And it's in America.
It's not just America, it's in the White House.
It's in America.
And there's a gay president, which I think is a nice shot.
Nice.
A nice shot in the arm.
Heck yeah.
Nice shot in the arm in the United States of America.
Come on, USA.
Oh. Well, we should all become Italian. That's what I think.
Italian.
Well, if you think about it, like we like America because
Yeah.
we like the NFL.
Yeah. Well, MLB's coming up this Thursday.
No, it
I don't know
has-
when this is coming out.
No, it's
When's this coming out?
2 weeks ago it started.
Is this 2 weeks later?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
so
it's
MLB
not. No, it's not. It's off time.
When is it?
Joe? The season started 2 weeks ago, didn't it?
Yep.
And the Orioles have started really well. Shout out the Orioles.
Yes.
You got fireworks for that.
But we sometimes,
Hey,
no. And
I'm repping the O's tonight.
I know, I saw.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Really expensive piece.
But the reason I bring that up is America, we like baseball and NFL
Yeah.
and wrestling.
Mhm.
But we really like the climate of Florida.
It's warm.
It's warm.
Mm.
What we don't like about England is the pessimism and the weather.
Yeah, it's negative.
Do you know where we could watch NBA but be also around really nice food and be warm? Italy. Anyway,
I'm going to start learning Italian because I'm knees deep in Spanish.
I really thought about switching from French to Italian.
Can we all do it?
We should all do Italian.
I need to do Spanish
Okay, what is that, bro? What's happening?
because that's the one that I want to do the most, and then I'd go to Mandarin after that.
Of course you would.
Oh,
Don't. Just let him have it. Of course.
Well, I was going to Japanese next, I think.
Yeah.
But I think we should all go Italian. So we can
He paid a lady to put together his flat back furniture. He wants to learn Mandarin. We know everything we need to know about this guy. Is that the show done? We done?
Yeah, we're good.
We done?
Thank you.
See you later, man.
Thank you.
No, it's been a good show, though, everyone. I like it. I like
Yeah.
standing.
Oh,
My knees hurt though.
you two are just electric, aren't you?
I'm up.
Yeah. I'll say this, Joe. Remember, they can't pick you up there because the mic is.
No, no.
We need to get you a headset.
We
like,
still-
I'm over here somewhere.
There's definitely a Peppercorn game that will come out there where one of them will be, I'll say this.
No, I agree.
Say less.
Yeah, say less. I totally agree. Time will tell. Bigging them up board games, if that's what we're doing.
I hope so. I'd love to make a Peppercorn board game.
Peppercorn board game would be very cool. The Peppercorn Cornet would be quite a cool game.
That's fun.
I think people would enjoy that. Like if you could give scenarios, or something like that. And people, you pull a card and you have to ask the person.
I like that.
It's like 21 questions in it, but with scenarios.
I like that because there's a game like that where you both see something and you like say it's the weather, and I'm gonna go. Let's go hot weather. Sorry, and I'm gonna go 3. I score at 3, but you don't know that it's hot weather. You need to You need to work out what I'm scoring 3.
Oh yeah.
Potentially out of options, but that would be different for you. Obviously, Joe's like an 11 out of 10 for hot weather.
Yeah, I love hot weather.
But there is a game like that, and I think it's either the Basement Yard have played that or Shits and Gigs.
So, Joe Santagato has made loads of board games, isn't he? His empire is mainly board games. He created the mouth game.
He did, yeah.
I didn't know that until.
Did he?
Yeah, where you put the plastic in your mouth and you try to say words. That's Joe Santagato's. He owns it.
Wow.
That was him and Keith.
Crazy.
Him and Keith came up with the Christmas pie with his family.
That's genius.
And then they sold it to Hasbro.
Woo!
He's got bagel sauce, and he still has. He's released a new board game recently.
That's what we need to start doing more creative shit like that.
Yeah, we should. I had something to say. Oh, when I was doing gunners on my own, this is what it looks like. But when the season's going like that, you need to look at it into like retrospective and just kind of think about what Lewis Skelly was doing this time last year, and honestly, it makes you go like you're nuts because. Bless you. Solo podcasts are weird anyway, but when you're out here standing, but there was something really nice about kind of like moving,
jigging, and talking,
just being able to kind of vibe on it and also look around a bit more. But no, it does make you feel a little bit crazy doing a podcast.
I could potentially stand next week.
Hell yeah, you should stand. In a future studio, I'd like to stand, and it would also save me money on gaming chairs that I wanted to get us. I want to get us Peppercorn gaming chairs.
Yeah.
That we can sell. Yeah, that's what I really wanted. Maybe that will come down the line. Also, Bruno, I really like having a stand for a mic.
Yeah.
But I haven't moved to the good mic check because I'm waiting for the new studio so I can actually do it all properly. Because at the minute, I'm losing track of everything.
Well, mate, I'm surprised you're not losing track of the microphones because you were so quickly to put those boxes in the bin. Me and Lizzie couldn't believe it.
Well, once the microphone's out, why do I need to put them in the box?
You don't need to keep
all right. Well, where are they now?
They're just standing really awkwardly in the other room, and I have to keep remembering where they are. I was thinking lapel mics.
Yeah.
Like Sam Sulek out here. Then we can really get moving.
Road mic.
But the only problem is the headphones. We're so attached to this laptop.
Yeah, we are.
So we need
any sudden movements.
So we need infrared.
Yeah.
Earpiece.
I'll let you deal with that.
So I can have one here and a lapel mic here.
Oh yeah.
And then we can be like moving around a room in the distance.
I want a full Backstreet Boys headset. That's what I want.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Actually, that would work, wouldn't it? Because you have the ears as well as the mouth.
Yeah.
But we get you breathing constantly.
Oh yeah.
That's all you need is the artist wireless one that McAfee has. Right? The little pack out the back.
That's what we need. That's what we need.
I don't know. I really enjoy standing, but it's mainly because the stream is easier anyway, standing.
Yeah.
But the podcasts, I don't know. I'll have to have a think, but at least I'll be inside, hopefully next episode. Basically, guys, if next week's episode, we're standing here right now, things have gone sideways.
No.
If we're inside, maybe not in a nice room, but in a room that we're allowed to be in, that isn't echoey, we've done something well. Do you know what I mean?
You've won.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I saw.
You've had a good week.
I saw on eBay the other day, Mike Tyson rookie card. What? PSA 10.
Wow.
You get it? 75 quid. No, 75 quid. But I was like, ooh. I looked at it. I was like,
bit too much.
Yeah, there's a Mika Parsons I'm saving up for. So I got a Mika Parsons Rookie Chronicles.
I like that.
So,
I'll tell you what, I got a 101 Tarek Skubal auto in a little slabby.
Have you?
No, but it's like 200 quid. They just offered me 177. I'm like, wow. Okay.
177 for a 101 isn't bad.
Star Young winner.
But I'll say this: will you get that money back ever?
No, I'm keeping that.
No, give him free.
Keeping that one.
Okay, cool.
Unless he wants to buy it back.
For more money than... Oh, what, the player?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because Tops are doing buybacks now, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, they're doing that on the WE one. The winner of the 4 main events, like the women's and the men's. I think the winner, you get a buyback on your... I think base is $20.
Yeah.
I think numbered is like 100. And then low numbered is like 2, 3, 4, 500, like depending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you've got your it's the winners, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to win.
So potentially Jay,
Yep.
Charlotte,
Yep.
Bianca, because she's unbeaten at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And so the main event.
Cena.
Oh, Cena. Maybe a Cena card.
Yeah.
I've got a low number Cody card. So let's just hope he wins because I might be able to get him to buy back. Anyway, let's see what we're doing. Bruno, you got anything else to say to the people of the Peppercorn universe?
Not this week.
Not this week.
Nothing.
Not this week. It's absolutely nothing to say. He's silent. Do you know what the sad part is? As soon as this hangs up, do you know what he's going to do? Silent. He's not going to talk till 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and that's mad. His mouth won't open.
I'll have to reset up my workstation.
Mm.
I'll have to download. I'll have to eat, and I will catch some TV. Maybe
Maybe start The Residence, Bryn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have
Maybe.
a
But if I get hooked, then it'll be like Adolescence, and I'll be up until like 1 o'clock.
You will be.
And then I'll
It's
get
8
back in.
episodes.
Then I'll get back into a bad routine again, and then you'll completely mess me up. So if that's what you want me to completely go back off a cliff, then that's fine.
Yeah, dictionary definition of gaslighting. So we'll see you next week on the Peppercorn Boys. That was YouTube. You should check out the Peppercorn Boys for the great thumbnails, including the one where he really slighted me last week. And
it was a really nice fun though, actually.
Okay, iTunes and Spotify, Amazon Music. I think it's
Yeah, is it?
we've got the Peppercorn Boys. Give us a 5-star review. We will see you next week when we'll be. There'll just be the two of us.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm just making it up.
I don't know.
You, Bruno.
Let the people say, let's go!